Through what happened yesterday at Speaker's Corner, I thought I might just drop a few words so people know what happened yesterday. I want to show you a clip here. This is a snapshot of what happened when I stood up on a pair of steps and showed my sign that said ex-Muslims. I want you to see the response I got from the Muslims, the so-called peaceful Muslims. Before I go on to this clip, I just want to say we had a tremendous amount of police presence. There was even a helicopter hovering within the area, and we had at least, I don't know how many exactly, but I would assume 15 riot police transits there, and a lot of police officers. I think there was a big, huge, and a lot of police officers. I think there was a big, huge misunderstanding on the police officers' part that our lot were an organised DFLA event, whatever they thought, and how they got this information trickled through to them, I don't know. One thing I do know that is that police officers have got informers or spies of their own within the groups, and in a way I think it was good that we had a lot of police officers there in force to prevent any public disorder from the Muslims, not from our side, because what we went there for was to challenge the intimidation, the abuse, whether it's verbal or physical, from Muslims, certain Muslims. Unfortunately, it appears to be a large group of Muslims at Speaker's Corner. There are one or two who are there just to debate and share, but those peaceful Muslims need to challenge the majority of their fellow brothers. As long as they remain silent, they are complicit. Now, why are they remaining silent? It's not because they are afraid, it's because maybe they are quite happy for the presence of Islam to be asserted in such a forceful way. Maybe that's why they are quiet. And I know how they work because I was one of them. I lived their mentality out. So let's see on how Muslims react when I stand up on a pair of steps and show my sign. Before I go on to that, I just want to point out, right, none of the Muslims knew my presence there as such because they were too busy around Avi and James and Danny. So I was discreetly in the shadows. However, I was speaking to an imam, one-on-one, a pleasant chat, just to, I don't want to go deep into it because it's long. What I will say is that according to that imam, as long as it's under Sharia Islamic law, it's okay to kill people like me. But he said that this is British law, so we have to abide by British law. Oh, what a shame, you can't kill me, hey? So in his mindset, as long as it's under Islamic law, and it's all right for people to be killed if they choose the human right and not believe in Islam. It says it all, doesn't it? This is a peaceful imam. And he was also saying that, oh, Tommy, again he alluded to Tommy. Oh, Tommy doesn't know anything about Islam. He hasn't studied it. He's not a scholar. And I tried to explain to him, listen, and says, look, you don't have to be a scholar to know Hitler was a very bad man. You don't have to be a scholar to know Sterling was a very bad man. You don't have to be a scholar to know that Muhammad was a very bad man. And yet you still can't get this through to their head. It's like talking to a broken record player that goes round and round and round and doesn't stop. Anyway, let's play this clip and I'll show you. Actually, if you can share this as well, because people need to see this, and I will put it on YouTube as well. So if you can do me a favor, hi Clive, if you can do me a big flavor, I was about to say flavor there. If you can do me a big favor, guys, share this, okay? Share it. So let's play this now. So right, I just want to pause it here. At this point, we decided to leave the park. We did all the speeches. Danny, James, Avi, and Richard Inman. They did all the speeches, what they wanted to say, and at this point we decided to leave. As we left, as we were preparing to leave with a police escort, obviously this is how the Muslims think. So the Muslims thought, oh yes, we won, they are leaving, we pushed them out. They didn't win anything, we decided to leave. So what then happened was that Richard Inman decided, no, we're not going to leave, we're going to stay put. So we then turned around and stood our ground and said, we're not leaving because of you, we are leaving on our own free will. So let's see what happens when we did that.
You're Roger, you see? What am I saying? I'm coming back in the park after these guys leave. Did you get my speech? I don't think you did. I might read it again when it's quiet. I might do it again when it's quiet though. And do a second reading. Because I couldn't do the whole thing because... Yeah. And I'm going to do it again because you couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear you at all. And let me just say something. I didn't plan this. You didn't? Nah, I had a different plan. Like, this is not it. I thought this was part of your this is your rook move. No. I had a different plan. It wasn't like this many people. But I can't control the situation. Harry Bones, that bastard. Do not leave. Don't show the tracks. What's forward? What's forward? We haven't threatened anybody.
Right, you see that guy who's pointing his hand there? He's not having a go at Avi here. What he's doing here, because they know that I'm a Christian, I'm a practicing Christian. When I stood up with that sign, I didn't say anything. I stood up with that sign that said ex-Muslims. So they knew at this point that I was there. So this guy who's pointing at Avi is asking Avi to ask me, is Jesus God? Is Jesus God? Is Jesus God? So obviously they are triggered with my presence there. They did not like me, right? A fellow Pakistani was standing there with a sign that said ex-Muslims. So my presence, when I stood there, it triggered them off. They went berserk. You can't properly see that on the camera because the camera tilted elsewhere, but they went berserk with my presence there. I did have something in mind that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the Quran on me at that time. I forgot to bring the Quran. So what I wanted to do there, I didn't do. It's an opportunity lost, but there you go. But at least I made my presence there known, and people, the public, the British public can see what happens to those who turn away from Islam. This is what happens. And had those police officers not been there, I would have been physically attacked. I don't know to what extent, but I would have been attacked. Had they had known that I was there right from the start, they would have swarmed around me, asking me, why have you left Islam? Why, and all that. So I was discreetly in the shadows until this point. So let's play this on and see what happens.
Why have you got murder in your eyes? Why have you got murder in your eyes? Settle down, we're in a free country. This is not Iraq. We're not in ISIS land. Chill down, Habib. Jesus, whatever.
So he's again right. Keep on asking Avi. Ask him. Is it Jesus? Is God? Ask him. And Avi's trying to tell him that, that he doesn't follow Jesus or whatever. Yet the Muslims keep on pressing him. Ask him. Is Jesus God? Because one thing that the Muslims hate is this: that when Christians claim that Jesus is God, to Muslims that is the most horrid of things that you can say, that God is on earth as a human being. So he, as you can hear him, he keeps on saying, ask him, is Jesus God? Is Jesus God? Anyway, let's play this.
I'm not interested. Why are you so terrorist? Are you Shia or Sunni? His phone was dead for like 5 days. Are Shia also Muslim? If they divide themselves first, that's their problem. Is the UK going to have Sharia law? Yes. UK is going to be under Sharia? No chance. No, I'm mad you're going to have the Sharia. You're crazy. I ain't paying that bullshit, Jizzy. You're mad. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in fairy tales. Fairy tale. I wear this because it triggers you. I wear this because it makes you explosive. It does. Look at your eyes. Look at your eyes. I mean, they hate me. Yellow. They hate religion. Sure, Habib. Oh, stop stealing Palestine now.
So at this point, right, again, these lot, the Muslims, are asking Avi, well, they assume anybody that's white-skinned is a Christian. So Avi was trying to explain to them that they hate religion. They're not Christians anyway. They hate religion. So we have to drum it into these Muslims that just because people are white-skinned, it doesn't mean they are Christian. There's only 2% probably that follow Jesus in this country. 2% are Christian. This is no longer a practicing Christian country. In principle, it's a Christian country, but in practice, it's not. So this is what Avi was trying to explain to them, that this lot, meaning our lot, are not Christians. They hate religion. Let's play this on.
There's another genius. Stop blowing things up, Habib.
Go to one speaker speaker for my speech.
You know what the worst thing is?
On this camera.
And I'm good looking. Guys, look at this. This is the state of Britain in 2018. You've got all these resources to protect. You've got all these resources to stop violent jihadis. That's what they are. Don't be confused. I spoke to them in there. They are jihadis just like those United States up in Iraq. That's what they are.
Anyway, I think I'll stop it there because what I don't want to do is play this on and on because what happens is if there's a clip, if the clip is too long, people just switch off and don't want to even click onto it. If you want to see what happened at Speaker's Corner right from the onset, it's on there, YouTube. Search it and put the date on it. Yesterday, the 21st. I thought I'd just show you the snapshot of how they react to an ex-Muslim. Thank you for tuning in, and stay safe and stay strong, and we must fight this intimidation, because what's happening now is, right, Muslims, right, are going into Speaker's Corner, and majority of Muslims, just to cause havoc, intimidate and push people out who they do not agree with. Can I also say, right, I got loads of friends, Christian friends, who are at Speaker's Corner every single Sunday, and they debate the Muslims, and they debate what's in the Quran and what Muhammad did. Every Sunday they are there, and I take my hat off to those Christians, because they are actually standing up for Judeo-Christian values of this country. And all those people that think Christianity is a fairy tale, let's show some respect for Christians. If you are shouting out on the streets, this is a Christian country, then respect Christians who go to Speaker's Corner and confront Muslims every single Sunday. Speaker's Corner is not lost to the Muslims. I can assure you that. There are Christians there every single Sunday that confront the Muslims. What is happening is that there are Muslims there who intimidate physically. This has to stop, and this is why Richard Inman organized for the event yesterday, to go there and challenge that mindset. Peace and respect. Please share this video there. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your help. Thank you.